Wominjeka, Masina here. Today is a pretty unfortunate day for most people. This video was filmed on the 26th of January. In Australia, by most people, this is known also as the Day of Mourning, Survival Day, and Invasion Day. This day represents and symbolises the 232-year history of colonisation, dispossession, land stealing, removal of Aboriginal children, genocide of First Nations people, and intentional destruction and loss of Aboriginal culture and identity. If what I said has upset or saddened you, let me know in the comments. Today I am going out to the Melbourne city centre, built on the stolen land of the Boonwurrung and Woiwurrung lands of the Kulin nation, to join the protest of Invasion Day. There are going to be lots of people, big signs and memorial signs of Aboriginal people who were killed deliberately by police and other members of the non-indigenous Anglo population. So basically what I am doing is riding the tram to the city centre to join the protest. I am meeting a non-indigenous friend over there called Shannon, who is also a pro-indigenous activist like me. This day is going to be a bit heavy and deadly at the same time. We are going to hear speeches by Aboriginal elders and important members of the community. We are going to march the streets and we are going to chant and shout honest slogans. I hope that one day, Australia Day is abolished. I will be arriving at the city centre to meet my friend and join the protest, and I will talk to you later.
The next stop is Melbourne Museum, Gertrude Street. At this stop, the doors will open on the right-hand side of the tram. Change here for route 96.
Shannon!
Hello, how are you going?
Nice.
How was the trip?
Well, my heart was racing and I didn't feel a bit safe.
Oh, really? Are you already worried? Yeah, that's good.
Yes, of course. I am nervous. I've never been out to a protest for the first time.
We know they're nationalists, but they're going to the Australia Day parade.
Yes,
So,
they said, yes, it's actually an Invasion Day protest.
what happens is the Invasion Day protest starts at Parliament, and then we go down to Swanston Street where the main Australia Day parade is. And so 2 years ago, I think it was, or 3, it was famous because our Invasion Day protest crashed through the barriers and got inside the Australia Day parade, and all the people standing on the edges were like, oh, what's happening? And they're all the ones wearing the Australia clothes, Australia hats.
Yes, nobody's safe on Invasion Day, January 26th. Surely ought to be. Over where?
The shape?
No problem, genocide.
How are you?
I feel safe about now. Because of my pro-native views, I always feel terrible about myself in case I do the wrong thing. Died 6 years ago, locked up for unpaid fines, taken to hospital where health officers refused to treat her, died in extreme pain with broken ribs and lung infection. The sun's over there, then that means it's this morning. Oh nice, we've got more coming.
Okay, good.
Jonathan Patt, 30 years ago, assaulted by 5 drunk police, badly injured, taken to the police station, died in cell from head trauma. Tanya Louise Day, arrested for public drunkenness after falling asleep on a train, suffered severe head trauma from fall in cell. Died 17 days after police failed to conduct adequate checks. Mark Marson died at home surrounded by 5 police who shot him twice. Coroner accepted self-defense plea from police.
How are you?
Nice.
Make a movie?
Yes, of course. So I just hope I do get a good movie.
Yeah, I reckon it's a good day for it.
Nice instruments. I could use my I'm not so sure if I could take a piece of wood off the floor and then do that with my broken piece of wood.
You could use these if you wanted.
Not really so sure because I got my camera and I do feel guilty for just caring about my camera instead of those instruments.
No.
Some of those people were probably on the autism spectrum.
Maybe, I'm sure.
Stop them. Might as well extend that. Stop Indigenous deaths in custody. That's something everyone needs to hear. Someone's skateboarding on stolen land. They've got paintings on the ground.
Because there's a whole lot of systems already in place that when an Indigenous person is taken into custody, there is supposed to be already extra care taken, and that's why people know who is in custody.
Yes,
and
they can't be. Yes, if there is extra care taken, it must not be negative care.
Exactly.
Which means they can't be strapped to chairs, choked, stripped, or left in solitary confinement without any clothes on.
Masina, you're going to stay exactly right here, and I'm going to go and stand in a block with these guys. If we move, will you see us?
I'm not really so sure.
Okay, you stay with me then.
The land always will be Aboriginal land. Always was, 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 always will be Aboriginal land. Always will be Aboriginal land. Always was, always will be Aboriginal land. Always was, always will be Aboriginal land. Always was, always will be Aboriginal land. Always will be Aboriginal land. Always will be Aboriginal land. Pride in genocide. No 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 pride in genocide.
Welcome or not welcome to country by Boonwurrung. We've got Sue Ann Hunter and some of the juries here. And I'm going to do an acknowledgement to the Boonwurrung people who have shared country around these boundaries in the Kulin Nation.
I honour my elders, my ancestors, and I pay homage to the sacred land that we gather on today. We mourned an estimated 60,000 Aboriginal people that lost their lives within the frontier wars. They have never been recognised, and who knows how many more lives were lost. Their lives tragically taken defending their lands between 1788 and 1920. It's not that long ago. It's important to remember our past, all of our past. No matter how uncomfortable the conversation gets, you must stay in that conversation. It's time to speak the truth. The frontier wars, the massacres, violence and brutality, the genocide of our clans and the attempt to make us disappear. We will not disappear. Let's not forget the children that never ever came home. Let's not forget those people who can't trace their heritage, who don't know who they are. As Aboriginal people, we accept you, we take you on, and we'll help guide you through the next stages. Let's not forget those that died at the hands of a system that was supposed to keep them safe and gimme. It's time to let our voice be heard. It's time to let the healing begin. I want you to breathe in our ancient wisdom of our ancestors and let it flow through you. Much love and respect to every single one of you here today. May Bunjil watch over us as we guide through today. Wominjeka, welcome to the land of the Wurundjeri people. Mungajul.
I was encouraged to talk today by my mum and cousins to give the youth perspective about so-called Australia Day. But before I begin, I'd like to tell the story of a very important person to me. I think it's important to tell the story of my 4th grade uncle, William Barrack. He was Wurundjeri's last non-indigenous or leader, and one of our first civil rights activists and freedom fighters. My people were being treated inhumanely by the British government. Many women and children were raped, kids were stolen, people were forced to work without any pay, given very little clothes and blankets throughout the year. And during this time, many of my people were dying due to disease and mistreatment. Newborn babies and young children were dying at very high rates, all just because of one boat arriving in 1788. This was a very hard time, and it almost wiped out Wurundjeri people altogether. In the 1800s, there was only 18 Wurundjeri people left. Uncle William Barrack was one of them. He arrived at the hospital and he wasn't even allowed inside to see his son. Unfortunately, his son died inside and he still wasn't allowed in because he was black. This trauma and staunchness is brought down from generation to generation, and I feel it's my role as a young person to tell his story and honour him. As without him and many other amazingly powerful Aboriginal people back then, we wouldn't be here. I never really understood the significance of Jan 26 until a couple of years ago. Since realising the horrible truth about the day, I genuinely could not believe the ignorance and disrespect people have to celebrate anything on this day. The whole system is so brainwashed and colonised that even in 2020 schools are still not teaching the true history of this country. I believe it's time for people to open their ears and become more open-minded and respectful, and to listen to First Nation people.
And many others who've died at the hands of this violent system from 250 years ago to the 2nd of January.
As we can see, as this massacre map appears, you can see that this country is covered in the blood of Aboriginal people, the length and breadth of it. Australia is part of an undeclared war and a secret invasion. And it began 250 years ago, this year. And this is an important milestone for all of us. It's about the roots of this country and how it came together. We have this argument every year whether it was a peaceful settlement or was it an invaded land. Come on. We're at the point now that we need to take that step beyond it. This is an invaded land. It's got to be accepted. It's got to be a part of that culture. Now we have a country that's built on lies, deceit, fraud, propaganda and race hatred indoctrination. And you can see it permeate through the entire system. And we're the victims of institutional racism, our people. It's institutionalised. It's not so much the people being kept ignorant, denied opportunity to learn about who we are and what we are. All these institutions are responsible. If you look at all the royal commissions, it points the finger at these institutions that have been the cause, the underlying causes of all these problems that we face. I think it's really beautiful here today that we can all come together on this important day, this day of mourning for our people. And we need to heal the ancestor spirit for this country to move forward. And that's something we can all do together in this country. Now we're human beings. It's taken them a long time to recognise the fact that we are human beings here in our own country. They've denied us our human rights, our humanity, our very existence, our genius. You can see how genius we are. You people have read that book, whether it was Bill Gamage's book, or whether it's Bruce Pascoe's. Now, our people have been denied access to the system. But social media is something different. And we've been able to organise ourselves to the point where we're becoming a powerful force. People don't realise the gravity, the magnitude or the dimension of crime scene Australia. And one of the worst part of that crime is crime scene Victoria. Have a look what they reduced our population to. 0.01% of the population, and the amount of land that our people have in this country today is about the same. In fact, we've lost land since the World Wars, where our former reserves were carved up and given to soldiers, non-Aboriginal soldiers, as soldier settlement. And our people didn't get nothing out of it. Our returned soldiers got nothing. I hope this is one of the last invasion days, because we're going to take the initiative and create a new future for us all. I want to thank you so much for continuing to support our struggle here. Because what happens to us will ultimately happen to you. What happens to us? Now, our people are governed by totem law too. Our totems are those animals who got burnt. And to lose so much of our totem animals is such an impact on us. And we haven't got time no more. There's no more time to waste here. We need to step up. This is the year 2020.
Shame.
In regards to fire, the cultural gardens are the way to go. That's what our ancestors did, always done. And the government have done so much destruction on this land, and their livestock, sadly, they have destroyed the land. The farmers, they will be gone.
Always was, always will be Aboriginal land. Always was, always will be Aboriginal
land. Through the brutal portals of the British Empire, known as Rottnest Island.
Ooh, that's near Perth, one of Australia's most racist cities.
Portals that were first built in Western Australia was the Roundhouse and was Wominjeka, Rottnest concentration camp. Some people refer to it as a prison. We know it was a concentration camp of war. Our men were the first phase of forced removal in Western Australia. Our men were shackled, chained and dragged from all corners of the west coast of this country into Rottnest Island, where they died and they perished without their women, without their children, and without their family, and the love of the family and the love of their women and babies. They died there and died in squalor, and they died like brought to their early death, so that the white people could go into the lands of the West and start to destroy the first Mother Earth, to get to the minerals that lay beneath the ground, that creates the privilege of the affluency of the white population and civilizations that they call the Western world. But if you can find me one facility in any city in this country that our people, the indigenous people, can call their own and gather without oppression, persecution or a move-on order, I'll give you my dirt of kingdoms.
We're going to start marching. We're going to start marching. Yeah, well, people should get off their cars and start walking. Because cars are so smelly and... Fuck the police. always was, always will be Aboriginal land. Always will be Aboriginal land. No pride in genocide. No pride in genocide. No pride in genocide. No pride in genocide. Seems like we're going along the tram line.
Damn those child labourers.
Aboriginal land. Always was, always will be 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 Aboriginal land.
Always was, always will be Aboriginal land. Always
was, always will be Aboriginal land.
Always was, always will be Aboriginal land. Always was, always will be Aboriginal land. Always was,
always will be Aboriginal land. Always will be Aboriginal land. No pride in genocide. No pride in genocide. No pride in genocide. No pride in genocide. No pride in genocide.
No pride in genocide.
No pride in genocide.
Always was, always will be. Always was, always will be.
Oh, nice. They've got stickers on the sign. Too many coppers, not enough justice. Too many coppers, not enough justice. Too many coppers, not enough justice. Too many coppers and not enough justice. Too many coppers and not enough justice. Many coppers.
Too many coppers.
Not enough justice.
Too many coppers.
More stickers.
Too many coppers. Not enough justice. 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 Not enough justice. Too many coppers. 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 Not enough justice.
Not enough justice. Too many coppers. Not enough justice.
Not enough justice. Too many coppers. Not enough justice.
Well, there's those ugly noises again of the cars. Too many coppers. Not enough justice. Well, it's gotten colder, and it will always be Aboriginal land. Always was, always will be Aboriginal land. Where's Shannon? Oh, there you are, Shannon. Demand treaty now. Demand a treaty. Aboriginal land. Those plane noises sound unnatural too.
That's true.
Why are they even here anyway?
Two reasons. The other parade thinks it sounds like a strong country, and because they are trying to intimidate us with noise. I'm dictated by the environment.
You had time dictated by the environment?
Yeah, like Europeans have 4 seasons, but indigenous cultures do not. They have the number of seasons that country dictates.
Yes, they don't. Yes, but yes, so pretty much Australia has no seasons at all.
No, they have like 12 seasons here on the country of Woiwurrung people.
Oh, so in the 12 months?
It doesn't correspond.
Oh, okay.
But you know, like one day I was at home in Bairnsdale and suddenly I saw all the dolphins in the river. They were swimming after fish and everything changed. And I thought to myself, this has to be a new season in the Gunno-Kerno calendar, you know?
Yes, it is
you can just see everything changing.
5G will do harm to children. Got that right. There's that guy again. Okay, we're gonna go on the footpaths now. Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter!
Justice for Ray!
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 Justice for Ray! Justice for Ray!
Hey.
Try and go closer, or?
Not really so sure. Okay.
March last or the walk last Monday.
That's right.
Memorial.
Bob Gang Stadium.
So there's debates over there that we can't hear. We can't hear those debates, and Sandra's tired. Shannon is tired. You're tired, and you want to go home.
Yes, sorry.
Yes. Have we had fun during the protests? Yes. Even if we Yes. Oh wow. Homeless. I guess this is it. This is already the protest's done.
Mm-hmm.
We've helped each other out, and we joined in our protests.
Yeah, you did excellent. You did lots of yelling.
Yes, of course. I was excellent at yelling.
You are excellent at yelling.
I guess I was tired from that.
Well guys, I made this video to show my support and to stand with the First Nations people. If you enjoyed this video, then leave a like or write a comment. Joining the protest with Shannon was a good experience, and it really contributed against the so-called Australia Day. If this is the first video you have seen on my channel, you can check out my other videos, or you can check out several other pro-Indigenous websites. So I hope you liked what we saw, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!